What's up, everybody, and welcome to Hidden Token. It's your boy Marlon. I'm finally here, got everything set up, and I wanted to share with you guys everything that I got going on. First off, what is Hidden Token? Well, it's complicated, but basically, Hidden Token is something I came up with when I decided that I was the best gamer ever. Obviously, that's not the case. However, I did realize that at some point, I was pretty much better than a lot of my friends. But this is how we all became friends. This is how we all became cool. You ever have that group of friends that you play games with all the time, and you knew that within your circle you was just a little bit different, so to speak? Well, that's pretty much where I am. Me and my friends basically all became cool because we had one thing in common. We all love gaming. Within that time, I always felt like I was one of the gods. I'm talking about Raiden if possible, maybe Liu Kang even, but I was definitely somewhere up there in a top tier level of gamer. The thing about me is that I always knew that if I lost, it would just help me get even better at playing these games. I would become more knowledgeable and I would get more skills based on every loss that I took. I wasn't one of those gamers that would lose and then just keep on losing. If I lost, I would learn from those mistakes and I would come back swinging even better. I always felt like my talents was hidden. I always felt like it was something that wasn't really paid attention to. You know, they didn't want to give me that type of credit. They always made me feel like, well, hey, you suck. But at the same time, I knew I had a gift. Ever since arcades came out back in the day, where you would have the arcades in the pizza shops or the arcades in whatever stores, comic book stores you would go to, and you would have to put money or a coin inside just to have a game. You know, those were the days that I really flourished. Like, I loved those days, just being able to, the excitement of running to the store after school, you know, just putting in a token, putting in a coin, and then playing something like Marvel vs. Capcom or Tekken or Soul Calibur. Arcade games was my forte. But then it kind of came to a halt once things started becoming more simplistic. Arcade games made the transition from outside to now in the comfortableness of your own home, within your own living room or your bedroom. So now we had PlayStation, you know, Xbox. All these systems started bringing the reality of, you know, arcade games within your home. You would no longer have to go outside. You were now able to just stay inside, turn your system on, and play arcade games. I guess you know where this is going. Thus, Hidden Token. Hidden Token is the concept of people that always knew they had something special in video games, but never really got the credit and never really got the chance to really showcase their skills or their abilities in a major, you know, tournament setting. We always knew we had the ability and we always felt like we could make, you know, even better progress. Some of us got older, some of us have more responsibilities, so we weren't able to really join tournaments this way. And if you ever felt like your skills was cast to the side or put to the side or overshadowed by something else, or you just was never given the credit you always deserved, but you knew deep down inside you had something special, you are a diamond in the rough. You could be a hidden token. So welcome to the Hidden Token family. I will be playing games that I really enjoy, that I grew up on, and I want to share, you know, my love and my passion for these games, but I also am looking forward to the future of gaming. We have a lot of fun games coming out, and that's kind of why I even started this. For instance, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is probably like the biggest reason why I even started this platform. It's one of those games that actually got me excited to be in a competitive gaming scene again. And I want to really get into that game, and I want whoever's excited along with me to really join this family of hidden tokens and be a part of this community. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is probably the most excited I've been for a fighting game since Smash Ultimate or Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So we definitely have a lot to cover with that game, and I'm definitely looking forward to what the devs and the developers are going to be showcasing within the next couple of months. We also will be looking forward to Resident Evil Requiem. We're definitely looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6. So come be a part of this Hidden Token family. Welcome. Very excited to have you here, and I hope you can like, follow, subscribe to my channels, Hidden Token 1, and I'll see you there.